Hi, Henson Huskies. We all miss you so much. And I know that with distance learning, you guys are doing all sorts of new stuff all day, every day, and you are stuck at home all day, every day. So I wanted to let you know that even though the regular library is closed while the school is closed, we do have our digital library very much open. And there are tons of resources, all sorts of links for things that you can do. Plus, we have hundreds of ebooks and audiobooks for you to go ahead and check out digitally, which is really cool. I've been reading some ebooks and listening to audiobooks while I work out or do a puzzle and take the dogs for walks. So, if you want to know how to do all of that, I'm going to walk you through a screencast of how to access Destiny, which is our library website, in case you forgot, and all the different features and links and how to go ahead and actually log in and check yourself out one of our fantastic titles. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, everyone. So we are starting at the nice baseline everyone can get to. So up here, I went to our Charles County Public Schools homepage, ccboe.com, and we have some updates, of course. The easiest way that I know you can all get to this, if you go to Quick Links, the first click you'll make is Electronic Library. That might take a second to load depending on your internet speed. Now, of course, you are at home, so you get to click the little home button that says Home Access. And then because the setup has changed, we get one more click. We're going to click on Middle School. It is the red one. That actually opens up a new tab up here, if you can tell. And as it waits to load, because there are a lot of resources, and depending on how many people are using the internet and your speed, that might be a little bit different. The third one that you'll see, depending on the format, it might be in the second row, is Destiny. So a quick way to get to it is using all of this. You can enter the site from there. Again, it pops up in a different tab. All the Destiny sites for every school. So we're going to click on Matthew Henson, because that is our school, and this leads us to our specific Destiny Discover webpage. That link is also available in the newsletter that is sent out to your parents each week. If you want the quick link to this Destiny Discover, access to the social media, it has been posted on our Twitter site and our Instagram. When you open it up, it might look a little bit different than before, so just as a quick guide, up here there's going to be some news, and this walks you through how exactly you can log in and check out an ebook, which I'm going to show you. There's also a digital link to a screencast similar to this one. I've updated our learning links so that you have some access to things that weren't always there, and it took off a lot of the stuff that isn't as relevant anymore. So there's a collection for different things that you can do to enhance your learning. The counseling department put together this awesome virtual relaxation room. And then I have all sorts of different things, virtual museum tours. You can tour Mars, and they have a live link to the rover that's up there. Jason Reynolds, who's an amazing author, is doing a new web project that you can be a part of. There's links to recipes. There's links to how you can learn a new language with Duolingo. Bill Nye has a bunch of science experiments and STEM things up. This will lead you back to more digital resources. We are actually just at a lot of them. All the Black Eyed Susan nominees are here. If you want a recommendation, you can either email me, or this link will give you a book to read based on something else you liked. You can be part of our survey and tell us your favorite book. There are coloring pages, puzzles online, and the Washington Post if you want some news updates. I'll probably add to those as time goes on, but I wanted to make sure that there was a little something for everyone to start. Okay, so to log in, if you don't remember this from class, no big deal. We're going to go up to the corner and you're going to click Log In. So you're going to want to focus on the blue bar that says Charles County SSO. That's where you want to click. That will link you to something that looks very similar to when you log into Office 365. So your sign-in is your student ID at ccboe.com. I'm a teacher, so mine looks a little bit different. Once it accepts that, you'll be asked to enter your password. make sure you use the capital that you'll need. I always click never, even though this is my own computer. And I do ask to be kept signed in. So then it will log in as you, and you'll see that it'll pop up here with welcome, and it'll have your name, and it'll probably have a little initial for you up here. Mine is a Bitmoji of me holding books because quarantine has gotten me very bored. Anyway, scrolling down past all my lovely links, you'll see that I have all the ebooks here, all the audiobooks, and then interactive ebooks. You can scroll through or just click see all. I'm going to check out an ebook with you guys to show you how to do it. So looking through once it loads, and it might take a second because there are, like I said, hundreds of ebooks. All right. You can scroll through and see all the different things available. A lot of people have been interested in the greatest of all time, LeBron James. And when you click on a title, it'll take a moment and pop up with information about that book. It'll tell you how many are available. It'll tell you you can open it or check it out or favorite it. So because this is a good example, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check this book out. So there is a difference between opening a book and checking it out. If you open it, there's a time limit. You can read as much as you want, but it won't save your progress. You need to be logged in to check out a book, and then it is yours. All right. It is yours just like a regular book would be. And it'll say this title has been added. And you can see now that there's none available. Don't worry, I'll return it in a minute so you guys can access this too. So, how you want to do this from there is I can click this little back button, and it leads me back to regular Destiny Discover. All right. In my little, what I call the hamburger, it pops up with a sidebar, and you can go to checkouts. And this will give you everything that's checked out. It will also include regular books if you have them checked out. Like I have some from before we left. And this is my audiobook that I have checked out at the moment. If you want to open up something, an audiobook, you would click play. An ebook, you would click open. And once you open it, you can navigate it just like a regular book. Additionally, if you think you might have some spotty internet or you want to be able to read this offline if you can't all be on the internet at the same time, or maybe you don't have access and you're just using a hotspot for right now, you can actually go up to the corner. So I've got the title here now, the first page, and what I want to do first is I want to have some offline access. So it is now downloading. I've previously accepted to give permission for these things, and this way I can read it even if I don't have the internet up and running, and it will save my progress that way. Right? So that is a really great way to be able to do this. And then you just read it like a normal book. Right? It might take a second to get past the copyright pages, and that is okay. But once you're there, fantastic. This is a really cool book. If you are a basketball fan and you are missing your sports, I highly recommend this. I'm not going to show too much more in case you do want to watch it. So the next thing that you can do is I'm going to close the book for now because I don't really need to see that. And let's say that I had some extra time on my hands because it was the weekend or, my parents were asking me to read for an hour a day. When you're done with a book, an ebook, you can return it even if you have more time left. It is defaulted to give you 2 weeks for every ebook that you have checked out and every audiobook you have checked out. But if you're done, you can click return, and now it's available for someone else to check out. Because just like with our regular books, you do only have a certain amount that you can access. And that includes everyone. So all of Matthew Henson, there's 2 books for the LeBron James title. So if you have it checked out and you're all done, make sure you hit return, and then someone else can browse through. As you can see, we have so many. You can browse by genre if you're interested. You can look through. We do have graphic novels in here. All of the Black-Eyed Susan books are included in ebooks. If you meant to read Ghost Boys and you haven't gotten to it yet, I highly suggest that one. I've been putting recommendations every week in the newsletter, and I will continue to do so. You can also always email me if you have ideas or you want some feedback as to what a good read for you, these are two really cool books too. Game Changer, The Owls Have Come to Take Us Away. Pretty much every genre is in here. So I may be able to add more. I am working on that for you, but make sure you take advantage of all of these ebooks because there are some fantastic titles. And as always, if you have any questions, you can just let me know. I am here to help. So keep reading, keep being awesome, check out Destiny, and stay safe, ladies and gentlemen.